Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host Orion, and it's been quite a long time since I talked about my movie collection here on the channel. Yes, we're in a basement. It's really creepy and there's a refrigerator right next to me. Don't worry about that. If you have not already subscribed, click that red button, turn on the notification bell, become part of the Super Chillest family on YouTube. It will mean a lot to me if you share these videos to your family and friends. Alright, let's get right into it. Just want to say one thing before the video starts. I do not have the Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man trilogy in my possession right now. I lost it when I was moving up here to my grandparents' house, and I don't know where it is, but I do love all three Spider-Man movies, just throwing it out there, and I've had them multiple times, scratched them multiple times, and watched Spider-Man 3 and Spider-Man 2 multiple times. Just the whole trilogy in general is fantastic. And the Diary of a Wimpy Kid trilogy is missing in action, thrown away, scratched up, gone. I love the Diary of a Wimpy Kid trilogy. One of the awesomest 2012. You know, that whole series is just nostalgia baiting me to buy it again, and just want to throw that out there. Let's get into the collection now. Well, starting with my first VHS tapes that I bought, we have The Wall by Pink Floyd, the original Star Wars. I know I have all 6 movies, but I don't have the prequel trilogy on VHS. And any other Star Wars movie after that, made to DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, whatever. It just doesn't go on VHS. And there's something about watching these old movies on a TV like this. It just makes the environment, this atmosphere so much special, and the audio quality is just much louder and immersive. It's not like 3D or whatever. These were the first movies I bought in 2020. After I made that collection video early, mid 2020, when I was looking like a freaking idiot with my long hair. And then I got Back to the Future, and now this is when we get into something special, when I started to go to secondhand stores, right? Those stores where you find cheap stuff, very cheap stuff, for like $1 or $2. I got Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, RoboCop, and The Matrix. So The Matrix, I got this for $1. Like, no joke. I am dropping stuff. I got The Matrix for $1. Crazy. It's freaking crazy. And then I got a Fitness VHS. I'm sure Fitness Frank appreciates this. I have this for whatever reason. I got this also at a secondhand store, just the same place. And then we got The Cable Guy, and we have The Cable Guy, which is a great Jim Carrey movie, by the way. I love that. Pretty crazy. We got Scooby-Doo, not Scooby-Doo, Blue's Clues. You wish it was Scooby-Doo 1 and 2, but we have Blue's Clues. I love Blue's Clues, one of the best shows of all time. And Steve Burns makes excellent music. Like, his music, he only has one album and a few singles with Flaming Lips. It's just great stuff from Steve Burns, and I really like all of his stuff. You should check it out. The Songs for Dust Mites, Mighty Little Men, or something like that. Those songs are great, and What I Do on Saturday is another good one. Now, this is one of the best movies of the early 2000s. One of my favorites. I should get Underworld, it's Underworld, another vampire movie, in my VHS collection one day. But Dracula 2000. This movie is great. I love vampire movies. Ever since watching Underworld while I was exercising a few months ago. Don't ask me why I was exercising. I'm just trying to gain weight and muscle, but watching a vampire movie while exercising? What is wrong with you, Orion? Why did you get this movie, and why are you obsessed with vampires now? I know. All those questions are very mind-boggling. But I fell in love with vampires after watching Underworld. And then I got Dracula 2000 when I went to a secondhand store. And now I'm obsessed with all vampire movies, vampire games. I just bought the Vampire Masquerade video game a few months back in March. So I've been playing that. And that is all my VHS collection. Let's go into the DVDs, shall we? Alright, I'm going to throw this out there. I have bought a few things before owning the Star Wars trilogy. Saga, I should say. I don't know where they're at. I had Ice Age, I had plenty of other things, especially like SpongeBob compilations and other things I don't really remember because I was so young, you know. I forget these things, I scratch them up, and they're gone. They're never to be found again because it's junk. Because when you're young, you watch a movie to death when you're obsessed with it. And I was obsessed with Ice Age and Diary of a Wimpy Kid and all that stuff when I was like 12 or 8 years old, you know? And yeah, let's just talk about this for a minute here. We have the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy, which I don't like this version too much. It's just George Lucasified. That's a word, right? George Lucasified. He added a bunch of useless crap to the original trilogy, and then you know how bad the prequels are. They're not as bad as the Disney movies that Disney made with Star Wars. That's my personal opinion. The only one that I really liked out of the Disney Star Wars saga is this one right here, The Force Awakens, which is basically a New Hope remastered. And then, you know, how Han Solo just gets Thanos out of oblivion. Pretty sad. And after that, I don't know what to say about Star Wars until I watched The Mandalorian, the Kenobi show recently, which I recommend you guys go check that Kenobi show out because it is awesome. Like, just incredible. It's not as good as anything else. It's just a series that needed to be made right now in the 2020s. Who knows? It just needed to be made. It's a lot of filler in there, but I love the last 2 episodes of Kenobi, so check it out when you can, and I hope you enjoy it too, because it's really good, in my opinion, of course. And then we have, I'm just going to go to more Star Wars stuff. We have the Clone Wars complete Season 1. I think I talked about this last time, so I don't have to talk about it too much. I love the Clone Wars show. Don't know about the movie. It's a hit or miss. You don't need to watch the movie to watch the show. It's just there. And it's the first introduction to Ahsoka Tano, which is also in The Mandalorian. I love Ahsoka as a character. It's pretty unique and very... We need more female Jedi characters, you know? Not Rey. Not Rey. Not that type of character. I meant the type of characters like Ahsoka Tano, which are pretty cool. Got Bill and Ted's Bill and Ted's collection here. All 3 movies. I have it on VHS, the first one. I might get the second one on VHS. I'm not sure. I just don't like that one too much. And the third one's alright. It has Jimi Hendrix in it. What can go wrong, you know? Then you got School of Rock, which is a great movie. I found most of my music taste thanks to Jack Black. At least classic rock like The Doors and Cream and stuff like that. Pretty good. I love this movie. Don't have to talk about it too much. And then we have Nobody. Nobody is like John Wick, but Saul Goodman from Breaking Bad, which is a great show, by the way. I love Breaking Bad. I have to finish it, go into Better Call Saul. A lot of people say that's a good show as well. And he's been doing some John Wick stuff recently in movies. And this one is a good one. And it brought me by surprise that Christopher Lloyd, who is, you know, as Doc Brown from Back to the Future, is in this movie, and it's his dad in this movie, and it's good. I love it. It's freaking awesome. And just the gore effects in this movie is amazing. And every time you put good gore in a movie, you know it's gonna be good. Just instantly, at least to me. It just looks cool and freaking awesome. And then we have The Last Jedi. Don't have to talk about this movie. It sucks. Story-wise. It's watchable. It just sucks. I don't know what I said in my review from a few years ago. You probably haven't seen it because this is when I was started to post on YouTube. Back in 2017, 2018. It's one of my early videos. So check it out when you can, and yeah. Back to the Future trilogy. The best trilogy, in my opinion, other than Star Wars. I just love time travel in general. And time travel is just the best genre of movie, book, video game you can have. It's just incredible. And I love thinking about this stuff. I just love thinking about time travel all the time. It's just one of my favorites. Back to the Future 1 and 2. Then the Cowboy one, which is also pretty good. Then we have Willy's Wonderland, which is a Nicolas Cage movie. Basically, Nicolas Cage, Five Nights at Freddy's. That's all I have to say about it. The Awakener, which is a Brazilian film. Basically, I can't really tell you. It's just Brazilian Terminator Punisher. That's the character I was thinking of. The Punisher. It's a good movie, but it's a hit or miss for me. It can be good, it can be boring. You watch it, you find out. I bought this at Walmart a few months ago, and I have not opened it. This, however, is the best seasons of SpongeBob. My personal favorites. I have to get season 3 at one point, but everybody says season 1 through 3, or seasons 1 through 4, are the best seasons of SpongeBob. And I got the first 2 at Walmart. You can get it at Walmart too. This is very awesome. I love SpongeBob, so it's one of the classics. Not nostalgia is baiting me to get the whole trilogy of the whole saga of SpongeBob, but you know, they went downhill after season 4, after the SpongeBob movie. That's what they say. And we got Looney Tunes. Don't have to talk about too much. I want to get the Looney Tunes show on DVD one day. The Looney Tunes show is one of my favorite shows. And Duck Dodgers. I gotta throw that out there too. I love Duck Dodgers. It's just basically Star Trek with Daffy Duck, and what can go wrong there? You know, it's good. Got a Cartoon Network compilation, which has Johnny Bravo, Dexter's Lab, Courage the Cowardly Dog, and Ed, Edd and Eddy, which is great. I love this stuff. Just nostalgia. Throwing it out there. I gotta get all these shows on DVD at one point or another. The whole collection. More Looney Tunes. Don't have to talk about it too much. And then we have the Twilight Zone. The best show of all time. I gotta throw it out there. I love the Twilight Zone. I haven't seen every episode. I'm not like that person that's seen every episode and quotes it all the time. I've just seen a few, and I've gotta say, the Twilight Zone nails everything that television should be. It's just a great experience, sci-fi, things that make your mind just blow up, and what happened? That is what it is. And that's the type of show I like. It cultivated television, basically. And there's another show I want to get, is Quantum Leap, which also has time travel elements and stuff like that. So, as you know, time travel is one of my favorite subjects of all time. And yeah. Star Wars stuff, again, it's the Clone Wars, just a compilation. Some space movie I got at Walmart. It's forgettable. It sucks. It's boring. It's not great. I gave it like 3 stars because I wanted to be generous, but it's still boring as... I love space, but this one isn't that great. It's just a Walmart $5 movie. It's yeah, Walmart $5 movie. The Returner is the weirdest Japanese movie I've ever seen. The weirdest Japanese movie I've ever seen. It mixes together Alien, E.T., Terminator, Matrix, all those movies together, but in Japan. And it's weird, and I love it. And it's a good movie. It's a good early 2000s movie with a lot of weirdness. That's all I have to say. Then we have Rogue One. Don't have to talk about it too much. It's good. It's a good Star Wars movie. I gotta say that. And then there's Free Guy, which is Ryan Reynolds' Truman Show. That's all I have to describe it as. It's very a mixture of GTA 5, a lot of classic video games, and a lot of simulations like tycoons and stuff like that, you know? Like The Sims, basically, but as a movie. And you got Free Guy. That's all I have to say. Rambo. I bought Rambo because I got it at the library a while ago. About 6 months ago, actually. I need to go to the library more often. A lot of times you go to the library, you find a lot of good movies, a lot of good books. I don't really read that much, so I went to the library to practice my driving test, which I have passed, and I've passed that now. And when I went to the library, I would get movies, and Rambo was one of them. And I got the whole collection for my birthday, and yeah, that's all I have to say. It's a good collection and good movie. I love Rambo. I've only seen First Blood and the last movie, which is Last Blood. It makes sense. Good collection. I need to watch the rest of them, but Rambo's a good classic movie, and I can just guarantee you'll like it. I might get it on VHS one day. More Looney Tunes. The Clone Wars. And like I said, I have SpiderMan, the original, somewhere. I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, and then Andrew Garfield's is, it's whatever, but I respect him as an actor. I just didn't like those movies too much. But No Way Home is my favorite of the new Spider-Man movies, but Homecoming is alright. I got this one, I actually saw this one in theaters. I saw both of them in theaters, No Way Home and this one. I just forgot about Far Away From Home, which I didn't really care about. I didn't even buy on disc. It's probably in the Walmart $5 section by now, but this one is a great Spider-Man movie. It's just the best way to bring him back to the screen after so long of so many reboots, and then it's actually in canon, Disney canon, Marvel canon, with the MCU, so it's always great to have that. Tobey Maguire is the best Spider-Man in my opinion. I've already told you this. I've reviewed Spider-Man 2 on the channel. You can check it out on the card. And then we got a forgettable noir movie. Okay, get this straight. I love going to Walmart, finding $5 movies. This has probably been $12, I don't remember. But that type of thing I like to do is go and find the most weirdest, strangest, and forgettable movie title. It might be even cheesy. And then you watch it. And then you forget everything you've even watched. And that's what this American Night noir movie is. It's neo-noir, I should say. It's about an art crime, and it does some weird stuff like playing clips over again. You know that type of filmmaking where you watch the first half and then they play it again in a different angle? That's basically the whole movie, just rearranged scenes, just replaying how everything played out. And it's a twist ending, probably. I need to watch it again. But it's forgettable. I gave it like 3 stars, 3.5 stars. And then we have Looper. And actually this is 3 movies. I got this at Walmart, by the way. But Looper is a time travel movie that I love. It's one of my favorites of modern day. If I'm being honest, Looper is one of the best in a few years' time. It came out in 2011 or 2012, and I haven't seen it until a few months ago, maybe a year ago. I love it. It's one of the best time travel movies. I need to watch these other 2. It's Total Recall's remake, and then Asylum. Maybe it's good, maybe it's not. It has Matt Damon in it, and Kate Beckinsale, which is in the Underground movies, which I love. Underworld. What am I saying? Underground? Underworld. Underworld movies are just incredible. I gotta get them on DVD at some point or another. But yeah, Looper. And then this ends my collection for now. I might have more at home. I did talk about a few in the last collection video. You can go watch it. I don't have to talk about it, but you can figure it out. Alright? No Way Home, which is one of the best movies of recent day. This is definitely better than Morbius. I gotta get Morbius on DVD just for the fun of it. But going from this to Morbius and Doctor Strange 2, this stands out better than those two movies combined. Like, you're hyping up the multiverse, and then you make a terrible movie, and then what's to say? Nothing. There is nothing to say. It's just a failure. And Doctor Strange 2 wasn't really a failure, but it's not that great. Morbius was a failure, but everybody seems to meme that to all oblivion. Even Jared Leto's into the meme. So, it is what it is. But yeah, that's my collection. I hope you enjoyed me talking about a few things and sharing my movie collection with you all again. I hope to grow it even larger. I just need more money and more things to buy, you know? Like, where can I find more stuff in my collection to put? And yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you enjoyed. I hope to see you again on the channel. I have more content coming, music videos, a lot of videos planned in the future of July and August, so be looking out for that. I hope to have something out. Sorry about the huge gap, by the way. It's a long one. I just don't know if I didn't have many ideas, and that's all my only excuse. But anyway, enough of me rambling on. If you have not already joined the Discord, it's linked below, the Super Chill Nebula. Everything else is linked below, my social media, of course. And that's all I have to say. Hope you enjoyed me rambling about movies. And keep it super chill. I'll see you next time. And click these videos to the side and subscribe right here. Alright, I'll see you later. Good night. And goodbye.